Welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I'm Susan, your hostess. We're going to be talking about living in survival mode and what it has led me to. This will be the final in the series of living in survival mode for me. Unless God gives me another one, I don't know. But He led me to the words intentional living. And y'all may have noticed in the end of all my videos, my outros, I have living with intention there for you for a few seconds. I want y'all to understand that this has been a long journey. I live with autoimmune diseases. I've had several health issues and health scares that were close to death, and I am an overcomer. But I'm not an overcomer alone. I'm an overcomer because of the help that I received from many doctors over the years, nurses, healthcare professionals, uh, learning to change my diet, learning to change my attitude, among many, many other things. So I wanted to get that out of the way right off the top of the bat. I dealt with a brain trauma like most people are today because we have lived through so many things and we don't even realize we're living in survival mode. I overcame that. I turned that switch off in my brain. It took a little time. I documented it. I documented it for me and for you. So I will put a link to those right up here to that playlist so you can go check that out. My intentional living, I have written a book right here of cards. Um, Over the last couple of weeks, God has just kept this on my mind, and every time I would think of something, I would write it down. And I'm going to share a couple of them with you today. But intentional living is living with a purpose, and the purpose being making myself be the best person I can be for myself and for everyone else. It means focusing on self while still giving to others. And as a Christian, the first one I would do is put God first. So what I did is I went through some scriptures, and when I'm having a bum day, I can go to the back of this card and I can pull up those scriptures. I start my day out by reading scripture. Before my feet hit the floor running, before I eat breakfast, I'm going to get out my Bible and I'm going to read for a moment. It doesn't take a lot of time to read a small chapter. It really doesn't. You can go to many, many playlists if you don't have time to read it yourself. Like Missy's channel or Sir Dan for Jesus or Literature and More with Kathleen. Those are three channels right off the top of my head that does daily scripture out of the Bible, and you can find those scripture readings on their channels. I do a little bit of devotionals on my channel, and God is the center of my life, so why not make Him center of my intentional living? One of the other things I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a sentence. Uh, my sentence is intentional living. Today I am. And whatever accomplishment I am wanting to do that day, I'm going to fill out that blank, read it out loud to myself, and maybe place it somewhere in my house where I can see it. So I'm going to do a daily sentence, telling myself what this day is going to be about. Do you know that we only have this day one time and then it's gone forever? So why are we wasting time in our life? We have wasted so many years over stupid stuff, and I'm going to say stupid stuff because it is. We worry over the little things that we shouldn't be worried about. So my intentional living was don't sweat the small stuff. Don't sweat that small stuff. Remember, everything is small stuff because God is in control and He handles it. If it's out of our control, He handles it. All we have to do is pray about it and let Him do what He does best. Another card, I'm not going to go through all of these, but another card I wrote out is intentional living. Let me get it apart because I got two cards here. Vision your day ahead. Vision what your day is going to be like. Now, we all have monkey wrenches thrown in and we have to change plans and change gears. That's understandable. But we can vision what we plan on doing for today. Uh, Make a to-do list. That's simple enough. And then follow the to-do list. Like this morning, I had a sink full of dirty dishes from canning yesterday. So I had to get up this morning and face dirty dishes. So that was the first job I had on my to-do list today. Another is get the laundry caught up because the weekend's coming and I don't like doing laundry on the weekend. So I want to get my laundry caught up. Plan your meal, whatever your meal is going to be, your main meal of the day, or maybe you have a house full of kids and you've got to get them off to school and get lunches prepared and run mom errands and do all those things. Make your list and stick to that list. Don't think you are a failure if you don't complete it, because who completes a to-do list? Not many people. But you can take those items that you missed today, put it on tomorrow's list, and then work from there. And if it's decluttering your house, I did a whole challenge last year on decluttering, um, going through room by room, drawer by drawer, closet by closet, until you have decluttered your entire house, which means that you would get rid of things that you don't need any longer, donate items that are still usable that you don't need any longer, and find a home for everything that you own. That is a job in itself, and I didn't complete mine. So guess what? I'm going to be decluttering this year. I'm going to continue on until I have my house in order, and because chaos is of Satan, and I don't want chaos in my house, and clutter to me is chaos. You don't function well in it, you don't know where to start at. So you want to get rid of all of that negativity around you and think positively. I can clean out a drawer right now. You might be watching TV and you got a 5-minute commercial. Get up and do something. Don't just sit there. Um, if you got a drawer next to you, clean it out. You got 5 minutes. You can clean out a drawer in 5 minutes. I know I have. Um, Intentional living means stop complaining. Yes, it does. And y'all can tell my handwriting is not as good as it used to be. Stop complaining. Don't complain about your failures. Don't complain about, I don't feel good today. I am hurting all over kind of things. Don't complain. Instead of complaining, saying, what can I do to fix the situation that I find myself thinking about? And then change that attitude. Attitude should be gratitude. It should not be complaining. Another one would be if you're out and about and there's all kinds of strangers around you, you know, you're in unfamiliar territory maybe, is to be what? Intentional living, be friendly. So we want to be friendly. We want to take time to um, be nice to somebody. Smile at the stranger. That smile may be the one thing that brightens their day. So be intentional about being friendly. This one is a no-brainer because if you have a significant other, or children, or family, you should intentionally live to be loving. Being loving means doing little things for someone that they wouldn't expect, giving a hug, telling them I love you, having dinner prepared when they get home from work. You know, housewives, you know what I'm talking about. Um, or maybe having a meal prepared for when you get home from work, and it's called self-love. You love yourself too, so you make sure that you've pre-prepared a dinner for yourself so that you're not spending time in the kitchen cooking a complete meal, but you would have something on hand that you could throw together and have a meal in minutes. I did that yesterday with my canning. Y'all need to go back and check that video right there. This next one is going to be the last one for today. I still got a big stack, but intentional living would be slow down. Um, we get caught up in the rat race of life. We're always in a hurry to get things done. We feel like we never have enough hours in the day. We feel like we don't have time to really enjoy life. We need to slow down. We need to take our time and really enjoy those moments with our family and friends and even those menial tasks that we do every day. If you're excited about this, I am going to be doing this for the rest of the year. Maybe next year, I don't know. It depends on where the Lord leads me with this, but intentional living has become code words for my channel, and I hope that you will join in. I live in a double wide mobile home. It is an older mobile home. I wanted to share that for the new people out there. I live on a 1.5 acre farm. We've turned it into a farm. We call it the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch because we raise chickens, turkeys, and ducks. We started out with chickens, hence the name. And we do a lot of canning, cooking, a little bit of crafting, devotionals, and so many other things. I hope that you will stick around. Have a happy and blessed weekend, everybody. Thank you for watching.